It's about a 5 to 10 minute process to get the boat off the lift into the water. You can leave it there overnight or whatever you want to do. You can just leave it there parked permanent until the season's over, until you're ready to bring it back up here if you use it a lot. Otherwise, if you only use it once a month, we used to use it a lot more when we were younger and when the kids were young. And now that they're all grown and moved on, we find we're not using it so much, so we leave it up here most of the time. But we thought we'd take it out, so that I wanted to show you guys, if you're going to purchase the property, how this worked. Okay? All right, everyone, I want to give you a quick view of the ride to go from here to the boat lift. There's the house and the lift. We're going to head down this way on the canal, and we'll show you exactly how to get to the boat lift from the house. And then we will come out to the next big waterway that we'll turn on, and then from there it's just a shot down under the bridge to the main river, and then from there not a far ride, we're not going to go that far, but it's not a far ride out to the harbor, and then from there the ocean if you want. But if you take a look at our YouTube channel, you'll understand why we're giving this up. Our kids are grown, and it'll tell you some other reasons as well. But the YouTube channel is called Fixing Our Way Home. If you want to check that out, it's pretty neat. It's not about this property or this house. We've lived here for many years, but it's about the new property we've already purchased and that we're rehabbing. So if you're into kind of rehab videos, home remodeling, home renovation videos, you might like that. And we think it'll be fun, so check that out if you want. Again, Fixing Our Way Home. All right, and otherwise I'll be quiet, and you can watch the ride. Lisa called and interrupted me to tell me I should be filming this ride. Which I already was doing, so we missed about 30 seconds of the canal. Not a big deal. We'll put you back in fast mode. Now, a few years back, right there, we were out here with the kids one day, and we saw something swimming in the water. We weren't sure what it was. We went over to investigate and found that it was a cat that was struggling to stay above water. So my sister-in-law jumped in and rescued it. Now it's their cat. I'm sure it's a great cat too, fluffy and friendly. Happy to be alive, I'm sure. And my wife, I'm sure, can also show some video or photos of that cat, who is aptly named Flounder. Just lucky that we happened to be going by right then. It was going down for the last time, and we happened to be going by and rescue it right at the very last moment. Here's the one and only bridge. Any kind of non-sailboat essentially can fit under this bridge. You can see the water from based on the lines on the bridge that the water is not at its highest point, but it's not bad. It can get much lower and we can get under easy. Still plenty of water in the river to get around on this boat with this boat. And even if it goes up much higher, we can still get under. So not an issue. And that's the only thing that was stopping a sailboat from getting through. The only other bridge is out to the harbor is the 776 bridge, which is much larger and obviously tall enough to fit any kind of boat under it that it wants. And now we're in much deeper water. I don't have my depth finder set up because we're pulling the boat out of the water today, but this would be somewhere in the 9 to 11 feet range right now, maybe even 12 feet. So plenty of water here to get around. And out in the distance you can see the faint color of a blue building on the left, right about there, with an orange roof somewhere right there. That is the boat lift. That's where we're traveling to. So it's not very far away, honestly. It's just a short run around the little water neighborhood, and we're at the ramp. Of course, it's all about the journey as well. It's enjoyable just to drive this route and up and down these canals and up and down the main river once we get to it. And it may take a little bit longer than coming out your backyard and suddenly being in the ocean, but we like that because it's much calmer here. Well, we're coming up on the ramp here to the left where that blue building is. In between there and the Coast Guard Annex, there is a park with a drive-up boat ramp. It's public, and that's where we drop the boat in and out when we're not using the lift. All right, when we take it out for the season, or if we know we're going to be away for extended periods, we lift it out. We don't even have to. We could leave it on the lift for extended periods just fine. But in this case, we've opted to take it out. I'll check with my wife, see if she wants to take you down the rest of the river down there where that boat's heading out right now, and then out to the big river, okay? See you in a bit. This is the trip from the ramp down the river to the harbor.
Yeah, so right now we're on the main canal, and then we're going to get into the Myakka River. Okay, so here we are at the end of the canal, and this is the Myakka River, and I think Steve's going to be saying...
All right, so if I were to head to the right around that gentleman fishing right there in that pontoon boat, good fishing out here, by the way. Where that little boat's headed, right around the bend, there is a restaurant, the Tarpon Grill. It has an outdoor bar, an indoor bar as well, but they have a tiki bar, live music, great place to hang out for the day, spend an afternoon with a great view of the water.
Plenty of boat parking.
It's only a quick 2-3 minute ride up that way, past Bird Key. Now ahead of us, we've bear to the left down Myakka River. To the south, this will take us down the main river, past some fairly nice homes with some beautiful access to the water, and it's about maybe a 8 or 10 minute ride at slower speeds to get to the 776 bridge, which is the super tall bridge that goes from Port Charlotte to El Jobim. And then once you go under that, you're officially in the Charlotte Harbor. Waters can be upwards of 23, 26, 28 feet deep at times, and can get as low as, even in some cases, 10 feet deep or 5 feet deep, depending on where the sandbars are. And
Shipwrecks.
there's also a restaurant out that way, the Shipwreck Saloon.
Well before the set. Well,
It's sort of in the harbor.
Yeah.
It's past the bridge, but it's on the edge of the harbor and the bridge. There's a marina there. There's a gas station. If you get stuck for gas out that way, which we don't have enough of to make the trip right now, but it's a great place to hang out. There are private beaches all along the shoreline. Once you get in the harbor, there's plenty of public places that you can just moor your boat, or just put your boat right up, especially a pontoon boat, right up in the sand, push it up in the sand, and jump off the back end of the water. It's a great place to be. And we did enjoy it for many years. So we'll take the trip back now to the ramp, because like I said, I am low on gas.